Hello students and welcome back to another topic in English language. I'm teacher Debbie and today we are going to do singular and plural nouns. Now there are two types of nouns, singular and plural. Now noun that denotes one person, place or thing is called a singular noun. Example, a bat, a leaf, one child and maybe a baby, a boy, a girl. These are all singular nouns. Now something, a word, a noun that denotes more than one person, place or thing is called a plural noun. What is it called? A plural noun. The same thing, a bat becomes bats, leaf becomes leaves, child becomes children, baby becomes babies. So a noun that denotes one person, place or thing is called a singular noun, and a noun that denotes more than one thing is called a plural noun. I'll just give you an example. Here I have one book. What is it? I have one book. Book. Now here I have 3 books. How many books? 3 books. So I made the plural of book into books by adding an S. Okay? So to make a noun from singular to plural, there are various rules. Yes, there are various rules to make a singular noun into plural. So now let's go ahead and see the rules. Okay students, so now let us see one of the first rules. Now nouns that end in S, SS, SH, CH and X form their plural by adding ES. So remember, words or nouns that end in S, SS, that is double S, SH, CH and X form their plural just by adding ES. Okay? So now let's see. Class becomes classes. Class becomes classes. Bus becomes buses. Box becomes boxes. Church becomes churches. Bush becomes bushes. Dress becomes dresses. Lunch becomes lunches. Fox again becomes foxes. Buzz becomes buzzes. Dish becomes dishes. And patch becomes patches. Now if you have seen, we have used words ending in SS, words ending in S, words ending in X, words ending in CH, words ending in SH. So they form their plural by adding just an ES to it. By adding ES. Okay? Now let's go on to the next rule. Now students, let's go to the next rule. Now nouns ending in O also form their plural by adding ES to the singular nouns. So again, nouns that end with the letter O also form their plural by adding ES. Let's take a few examples. Tomato becomes tomatoes. We have added ES. Hero becomes heroes. Again ES. Mosquito becomes mosquitoes. Zero becomes zeros. Mango becomes mangoes. And volcano becomes volcanoes. So we have added an es to all the nouns ending in o. So remember this rule that words or nouns ending in o make their plural by adding es. So let's move on to the next rule. Nouns ending in y. Now we have done nouns ending in s, in ss, in ch, in sh, in x, in o. Now we are doing about nouns ending in y. How do they form their plural? They form their plural by changing the y to ies. Now let us see. Army. So what do? We drop the y or we change the y. So the y won't be there. We add ies. What do? We drop the y or we change the y to ies. City becomes cities. The y is gone. Duty becomes duties. Story becomes stories. Activity becomes activities. Pony becomes ponies. And berry becomes berries. These are just a few examples that I've given you. There are many more. So remember that nouns that end with a y will change the y to ies. Or you can say you drop the y and add ies. So students, let's go to the next rule. Now these nouns are again ending in a y. But here these are exceptions to the rule, to the earlier rule. The earlier rule says that words or nouns ending in y have to drop the y or change the y to ies. But in this rule it says that these nouns just become into plural by adding a s. So the final y comes just after a vowel, then the plural is formed by simply adding a s to the singular. You know the vowels a, e, i, o, u. So if it comes, the final y comes just after a vowel, then you change it to just into plural by adding a s. So here o is a vowel, here o is a vowel, a is a vowel, e is a vowel, and a is a vowel again. So boy becomes boys, toy becomes toys, essay becomes essays, monkey becomes monkeys, way becomes ways. So these are exceptions to the earlier rule. They just form their plural by adding a s. So we come to another rule now. Now some nouns do not follow any of the rules given. So we have to remember these words. So there are some nouns that do not follow any of the rules that we have done earlier. Okay? But we just have to remember the singular and the plural form of these nouns. Like foot, feet, tooth, teeth, goose, geese, ox, oxen, dice remains dice, sheep remains the same as sheep, mouse, mice, man, men, woman, women, fish remains fish, child, children. It's not childs, it is children. And deer remains deer again. Okay? So these are the words that the nouns that you have to remember. Yes? Because they do not follow any of the rules that we have done earlier. They just have their own plural form and their own singular form. So let us see a few more rules. Now some nouns are always used in the plural form. There are some nouns which don't have a singular. They are always used in the plural form. Example, scissors, socks, trousers, etc. These are nouns that are always used in the plural form. Now let's go to another rule. There are some nouns which have no plural form, so they are always used in the singular form. Now there are some nouns which have no plural form, so they are always used in the singular form. Like new, news, furniture, information, etc. These are always used in the singular form. Then we have something called compound words. Now compound words generally form their plural by adding an S to the main word. Now compound words are words that are nouns that are made up of two words or more, 2 or 3 words. So son-in-law becomes plural when the main word you add to the main noun, you add a S. Becomes sons-in-law. You don't say son-in-laws, you say sons-in-law. Step-son. This is a compound word. Step and son becomes step-son. You say step-sons. This is the main noun here. Maid-servant becomes maid-servants. Passer-by becomes passers-by. Washerman becomes washermen. The word man changes to men. Understood? Hope you have understood these rules here. Some nouns are always used in the plural form, and there are some nouns which have no plural form. They are always they don't have a plural form. They are in the singular form. And then compound words change to plural with the main word adding a S to the main word in the compound. Okay, so we come to the last part now. It's a very small part. 100,000 when used after numbers do not take the plural form. So when you use these nouns, 100,000s after numbers, they do not take the plural form. Example, a man gave me 200 rupees. You don't say a man gave me 200 rupees. You say a man gave me 200 rupees. She has 10 rupee notes. She has 10 rupee notes. I have 2,000 rupees. You don't say 2,000 rupees, you say I have 2,000 rupees. So this is the last rule that we are going to do for today, and with this we come to the end of this chapter, singular and plural nouns. Hope you have understood it well. Please watch the video nicely and see you next time soon with another lesson in English language.